anything here. Well, we're going to start by saying we're done with our grammar book. So, woohoo, no
Yes,
grammar. Yeah.
yes, 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 yes. Now, can you just say we don't have to do the final paper? Then we can all celebrate.
Oh my gosh. Well, I wish. I
This
wish we
has
could just
been
sit and
the
talk.
final paper.
Come
We
on,
have a final paper.
Sam.
There's no getting out of it, Esther. You have to just start accepting that. Okay. You cannot
Uh,
get out of it. You have to accept it.
maybe Eliana has an idea.
Oh, I know. Eliana, what's your idea?
Um, it wasn't really an idea. It was more like a question.
Okay.
Sorry, Esther.
There's no getting out of it. I'll just say that. But what is your question, Eliana?
Are we gonna read the letter to our friends?
Oh, you know what? We can do that. We have some time because we don't have grammar this morning. So would you like to read yours, Eliana?
Sure.
Does anybody else want to read your letter that you wrote?
No,
No.
no spoiling.
Wait, what if we just die? Then can we get out of it?
No, you're gonna have to do it even when you're dead.
Dang
What?
it.
There's no getting
No.
out of it, I'm telling you.
That was a good idea. I don't
You
know
might
why I
as well
didn't think
just
of
stay
that.
alive. That's all I have to say about that. Okay,
Someone
Eliana,
else
it
gonna read
sounds like you're
it?
the only one that wants to read it, but go for it if you want to read your letter.
Okay.
I don't want to
I'm a
spoil
little
it
bit
because
tired.
mine is to somebody in the class, so it'd be spoiling.
You guys.
All right, so it's 5 paragraphs, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I gotta put on my hand.
You guys. Do you want me to pull it up
Okay.
or do you have it?
Um, Wait, did my mom send it to you?
Oh, I don't even know. I can check. Well, I want to see if she posted it in the classroom or not. Let me see.
I sent it to her. She should have.
Do you have it though?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, yeah, I don't see it yet. So she probably hasn't had a chance to post it yet. So go ahead and read it from your computer.
All right, so this is to my friend. So if you hear like a random name, that's just my friend. I live
Okay,
right next door. Even though I can just talk to her, I'm just like, I just wrote a letter because,
that's
you know.
okay.
All right. Hi, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm finally able to walk with crutches, which means I'm almost there. I'm still struggling to use my silver crutches because I'm not used to them. But while I'm working on walking, I'm happy to tell you all about my summer and how it's going. Life's really good right now. I removed my stitches, which prevented me from walking, because if I walked while I had my stitches in, the strong stitches would pop out. I
Ooh.
miss walking, but I'll be walking soon. Hopefully the walking process takes shorter than last time. Luckily, school has been really easy. Grayson, who is finished with his homework, every time I wake up, helped me get it done. Right. Yeah. Help him get it done faster because it's so easy for him. Where do I do homeschooling, you ask? Heartland. I'm also excited that school is ending soon. That way we can maybe hang out. Hold on. Let me do the camera. Okay, there you go. Guess what? I'm traveling to Hungary this summer, which excitingly is in Europe because we are going to see our relatives for 1 month. We are also going to a place called Lake Garda. Do you have any plans for the summer? Before that, I'll finally be walking. I hope we can hang out before school starts again, which begins September 1st, because I'll be walking by summer. I'm allowed to swim. What plans do you have for summertime?
Is that the end?
Yep.
Awesome. I like it. Very good. It was good. And you gave a lot of great information about how you were doing with your healing up process and asking questions for her. Maybe she'll write you back. That would be fun. Sharing emojis. Yay.
I'm just gonna stuff it in her mailbox and see if she opens it.
That would be
I'm
fun.
just
You
gonna write on
should.
like the front to Eleanor Tennyson.
It's cute. You did good. Did you put at the end like love Eliana or from Eliana or some like see you
Let
soon?
me just type it.
You can do, yeah, any of those you can put at the end. And then of
Yeah.
course at the beginning it should say dear so and so, whatever your friend's name is, and then at the end you can put see you soon, Eliana or something like that. Very good. I liked it. I heard a lot of great dress ups in there too from your checklist. So good job.
So if my computer dies, just know that it's only at 10%, and then I should probably plug it in.
Why don't you run get your charger before it dies? Go do that really quick.
Here's the only place I can charge it is like over by the printer.
That's okay. You can move.
All right.
Yeah, you don't want to die during the class, or at least your computer. Everybody's going to stay alive and your computers, okay?
Yeah, I keep forgetting to plug it in, which is my fault. So
Oh, okay, that's all right. You can move over there. So I'm going to start by sharing a video. So, but actually, no, before I share the video, I'm just going to talk for a minute about the United States Supreme Court. I know, just calm down, Esther. Just take a deep breath. You're going to be fine. So I want to explain the court system in America. So whenever there's an issue between two people, if somebody wrongs somebody else, um, and depending on how severe it is, they have a right to sue that person. That's one of our rights that we have in America. And when a person sues another person or a company or a business or something like that, or even a city, it goes to court. And there are levels of courts in America. And so the lowest level of court would be like the Kern County court system, which is our county. And that's where they initially start looking at some of these cases. And then they'll make a decision there. But there's levels of court that goes all the way up to the Supreme Court, which is the United States Supreme Court. That is the highest level of court, okay? At that level, that is where laws are made based on results of cases that go to the United States Supreme Court. Now, every year, they get 10,000 cases every year. But the United States Supreme Court only chooses 80 out of the 10,000. Yeah, so not every case is going to be seen at the United States Supreme Court level. And then at that level, they look at the United States Constitution. That's why we're doing a little bit of both. We're looking at the Constitution and we're looking at Supreme Court cases. Because in that case, they decide whether it violates the Constitution or it doesn't violate the Constitution. All right, you guys. Let me see. I think I might have to disable the chat. Looks like you guys are chatting without me. I need you to pay attention. Sorry to cut you off, but all right, back to this. So I'm going to share a video real quick about how the court system works, and then we're going to start researching together. Okay, so play this first.
Can one piece of paper control one of the most powerful countries on earth? Yes, it's the Constitution. It's more than old parchment. It's the rulebook of the United States. Before it, things were chaotic. After it, order, power, and limits all written down. In this video, you'll learn what the Constitution is, why it was made, what's inside it, and how it still runs the show today. Let's rewind to 1787. The U.S. had just ditched Britain, but didn't quite know how to run itself. They had the Articles of Confederation. Sounds official, but it was super weak. No president, no power to tax. So a bunch of leaders met in Philadelphia to fix it. What did they do instead? Tossed it and built something brand new. They created 3 branches of government: legislative, executive, and judicial, so no one could hog all the power. Congress makes the laws. It's split into the Senate and the House of Representatives. The president enforces the laws, commander-in-chief, head of state, decision maker. The courts interpret the laws. The Supreme Court decides what's constitutional and what's not. Each branch checks the others. It's like rock, paper, scissors for power. The Constitution has 3 parts: the preamble, the articles, and the amendments. The preamble says why it all matters. It's because of justice, peace, and freedom. The Constitution has 7 articles. Article 1 covers Congress. Article 2, the president. Article 3, the courts. You get the idea. It also splits power between national and state governments. It's federalism in action. And the cherry on top, the Bill of Rights. 10 amendments that protect your freedom to speak, worship, and stay silent. Other rights include the right to bear arms, fair trials, and privacy. Later, amendments banned slavery, gave citizenship to all born in the U.S., and let women vote. So here's the problem. It was written in the 1700s. Does it still work for today? The world's changed, the Constitution hasn't. But guess what? It can be amended. In fact, it already has 27 times. That's how we got civil rights, voting rights, and more. Every law has to follow the Constitution. If not, it can be struck down. Big debates today, like privacy and gun laws, are all tied to the Constitution. Every student studies the Constitution because it shapes everyday life. It's called a living document because it still grows with us. Quick recap. The Constitution creates 3 branches, limits power, gives rights, and keeps evolving. Legislative makes laws, executive enforces them, judicial interprets them. Bill of Rights equals your freedom. Amendments equals our progress. The Constitution isn't just a piece of paper. It's a living rulebook that protects your rights, balances power, and adapts to a changing world. Whether you're debating free speech or watching the news, it all goes back to this.
Okay.
Now that you've
All right, so that's it from that video. So that's just kind of an overview of how our system works. Yes, Esther?
What happened if the Constitution was burned?
Well, let's hope that never happens, but if it did, there's lots of copies of it now, so that we would still be able to find it. I'm sure there's copies. I mean, there's copies online. They're everywhere. So
Some
we
people
still
have it memorized, so even if it was burned, some people would still know it.
That's true.
Okay.
Yep, that's true. So, when you have a court case, you usually have 2 sides to it. Like I said earlier, one is the accuser or the plaintiff. That's the side that's doing the suing, okay? And then the person who's being sued is called the defendant. And a lot of times the way they label these cases is with people's last names, and then there's like a V in the middle, like I don't know, Williams v. Smith. Okay, so somebody's last name is Williams and Smith, and they're having a court case, and the V in the middle stands for versus. Okay, kind of like in sports, you know. But those are the cases. Now let's look at. I'm going to have you guys do some research today. We're going to look at some websites. Hold on, Esther, and then look at different amendments and Supreme Court cases. Your goal this week, I will tell you ahead of time, is to do the research part of this paper. I'm going to slow this down, okay? You're not going to write anything this week. That's the good news. You're not writing yet. However, I'm giving you tons of time to research. That's probably, in my opinion, that's the hardest part of the research paper, is the actual research itself. And you're going to narrow it down to 3 Supreme Court cases, and I'm going to share a doc with you where you're going to list some links to those cases, and then that's your homework. You're basically collecting links to Supreme Court cases that you're interested in researching for your paper. Okay, Esther's first, and then Paige. Go ahead, Esther.
Okay, so I have 2 questions actually. Are you making a Google Doc for us to put the links in?
Yes.
And what was the second question? I lost it. I'll
Okay.
remember it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Paige, your turn.
Thing. Okay, the first one is my dad was a plaintiff. He was about to be a plaintiff because he was suing our insurance because they wouldn't pay for our Audi to get fixed. And second of all, my aunt is a lawyer, so can I use like her cases?
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Is she a lawyer at the United States Supreme Court level, or is she a lawyer more on the local level?
She's the court reporter.
She's the court reporter.
She's not a lawyer.
Oh,
And
that's
she is the court reporter at the federal level.
She's at the federal level.
wow. That is so cool. I would let her know you're doing this project and see if she has a recommendation on which case to do. I would definitely reach out to her.
I'll be
That's a
like, I'll
great
be
idea.
like, give me your cases.
Give me your cases. So we're going to
Oh,
look at cases that have already been resolved. That's something to keep in mind because there's a lot of cases that are going on right now that don't have an answer yet. So we're looking at the ones that have been resolved. Okay, go ahead, Esther. Did you remember?
okay. Yeah. So you
Okay.
said it would be their first name, their last name. What did the V stand for?
The V stands for versus,
So
so
it'd be
it's they're
like,
like against each other. Yeah. So let's look at some. Okay, so I want you guys to go ahead and minimize Zoom and open up your internet browser.
Give me 1
And
second.
I'm going to walk you through these steps here. So we're going to do it kind of slow just so everybody can do this at the same time. But before we even get started, I do want to say this. Because your homework is all about researching this week, you must ask an adult to help you, okay? You have to. It's not a choice. You have to. And I already emailed your parents to tell them you need to help your student with this project because some Supreme Court cases have more adult type content that is not appropriate for you to do a paper on. So that you're going to need their help sorting through which cases are better for you to do a paper on. Okay. So that's why when you sit down to actually do your homework, make sure you let your parents know ahead of time that you need their help and make time, schedule a time with them sometime during the week where they can actually sit with you and help you go through these cases. Thumbs up if you got that. You understand what I mean? Because I want to make sure everybody does that. Okay. Okay, thank you. Right, Esther? Okay. So we're on Google. I want you to go to the search bar. The first website we're going to go to is called Constitution Center.org. Constitution Center, no spaces, .org. I'll wait till
PDF?
everyone gets there.
let's hope Heartland hasn't banned this.
Let's hope. And if they did, you might have to do your search later or on another device.
Oh, are you using a Heartland computer?
Yeah.
Did it work? Constitutioncenter.org.
I'm using a Heartland Apple
Yeah?
no, Chromebook, and it lets me search anything.
Oh, good. Okay, good. I'm going to wait till everybody gets to this front page of the website. It's called constitutioncenter.org. Give me a thumbs up when you got it. Good. Thank you, Emma.
This site.
Does it have like a weird flag looking thing?
Well,
Weird.
let's see if I
Can you-
actually. Someone spell it for me.
Here, okay, I'm going to put it in the chat, but I'm going to trust that you guys are not going to use the chat right now, okay? So, actually, I think I could do it just me.
Oh, I
All
got
right.
on it.
There's
I
the
did it.
link. If anybody needs it from the chat, it's there.
Thank you.
Okay,
I did
you're
it.
welcome.
Not working.
I did it.
Oh, perfect. I couldn't do it.
Got it? Okay,
Perfect.
Eliana, let me know. Okay, good. Got a thumbs up. I think everybody's there. I think Eliana stepped away for a second, but okay, so this is what the front page of this website looks like. This is the Constitution Center, the National Constitution Center. Do you see there's a tab at the top that says The Constitution? Click on The Constitution at the top.
Okay.
Okay, when you click on that, it's going to open up more choices. On the left side where it says Explore the Constitution, you're going to see The Constitution again. I want you to click on The Constitution again.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. I don't know if you can see my screen at the same time, but you should see the United States Constitution in big letters. And if you scroll down, scroll down on that page, you'll see big word preamble
what's
and
that mean?
then articles. You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
And if you keep scrolling, you'll see amendments. You see where it says amendments?
Uh-huh.
Good. The first 10 amendments is called the Bill of Rights, and you'll see them
Wait,
right there. The First Amendment, underneath that, it says freedom of religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition. So as you scroll, I want you to just look at this page. Don't click anything yet, just scroll. You're going to see all 27 amendments listed here.
that's a
And it
lot.
has under each amendment, it has what that amendment is. It's pretty interesting. So I'm just going to give you a second to scroll through these and look at the titles of those amendments just so you can kind of see what they are. If you have any questions, just let me know. All we're doing is scrolling on this page.
It's beautiful.
I think so. You guys know me. I love America. I love just the whole history behind it and how stuff works. I
I
get all
love
geeked out.
everything outdoors that doesn't have to do with anything called laws.
Okay. Well, I agree with you with the outdoor part because I do love that too. But if I have to do something indoors, this is something that I would like to do. So
You're right.
you'll appreciate this. Someday later in your life, you'll be like, oh yeah, I know about this. And I remember Mrs. C taught me about this. It's cool. It's really cool.
And
All
my
right.
Aunt Jen.
By the way, we are in an election year. Your parents might have mentioned that to you before that there's an election coming up in June. You're
I thought
gonna,
they already elected.
your parents will have the opportunity anyway to vote for a new governor for our state of California
State of
But not the
Nevada.
president.
and Nevada. Yeah, not the president. We're not voting on
Okay,
the president this time. It's the
good.
governor.
What is that one?
Have you heard of the name Gavin Newsom before?
My dad doesn't like
Sure.
him.
Yeah, yeah. He's the one in charge of California. I'm just
Is
saying
he?
it's time for a new governor. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but if
Isn't there
you're
a governor that went to jail for some reason?
Mhm. Yeah, he
um
went to jail because officers pulled him over. And like they said that my dad's like the officer was so stupid because like he accidentally pulled him over and he like got taken to jail. But they didn't realize he was the governor because he was going to like a golf tournament or
I
something.
think that was probably a congressman or something like that. I heard something about that too. But
He got
anyway,
released,
we're
but
not going
like
to get too deep into that, okay? Because
So we were supposed to be
Uh,
learning.
I know you are, but I want you to ask your parents later if they plan to vote in June. That's all I have to say about that. But anyway, go back to this now. Do you go up to where it says First
Wait,
Amendment?
is June election day or something?
June 2nd is election day.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay. See where it says First Amendment here? And it says freedom of religion,
Yes.
speech, press, assembly, and petition. This is
Yes.
probably one of the most common debated amendments out of all of them. This one and the Second Amendment, which is the right to bear arms. That's the one that if you're a United States citizen and you're 18 years or older, you have a right to own your own firearm to protect yourself. That's part of our United States Constitution. But these are the top two that are most debated in court. But there's others. There's lots of others. But let's click on the first one. So if you go to First Amendment, this bar, if you click on it, it opens up a new part of this website. It's bigger. It says freedom of religion and speech, press, assembly, and petition.
Yep.
And there's a paragraph here, right here.
Where? Oh, found it.
Got it? Okay, so this paragraph describes what the Constitution, what the First Amendment means. It says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Now, there's a lot of words in there that are that are political words, they're legal words, they're mumbo jumbo, right?
I should probably put this through the thesaurus. It will tell me what it
Yeah,
says.
you could. And on that note, that's a good point, Esther. I'm going to say something here, but I have to make sure you guys know you have to talk to your parents about this. But if your parents are okay helping you use Chat GPT, now some parents are like, no, 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 don't use it, don't use it, don't use it. If your parents say don't use it, don't use it. Okay, so check with them first. Chat GPT is a tool that can help reword some things like this. It's not perfect, so don't take it as perfect. It's not. But if your parents say it's okay, you can take a paragraph like this and put it in Chat GPT and ask it to put it in simple language. And then it'll tell you what this means. It's a tool that we have available to us. But if your parents don't want you using it, don't use it. All
My
right.
mom uses it for whenever we have a big event at the church. She'll put her what's in the food on a little sign and make it look professional. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah. So ChatGPT is a great tool, but not everybody wants to use it. That's okay. If you can't use it, don't worry. You can still figure out what this means by
I was
talking to
at
your parent.
T-Mobile trying to get my watch fixed, and the worker that was there, my dad doesn't necessarily like ChatGPT. I would
Okay.
say yes, but like, she's just like, no, I'm gonna use ChatGPT to see what we need to do here.
Oh my
And
gosh.
like, so she searched it up, and it said, here's a recipe to make an Apple Watch.
All right, you guys, back to this. Do you see, if you scroll down, you see these red dots that are like speech bubbles, and then you see a couple of faces. Okay, so the top one says interpretations and debate, read interpretations of establishment clause. Click on that top bar where you see that red speech bubble, and it'll open up another part of this website. You guys with me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Give me
Okay,
one second. It doesn't like
yeah.
me.
Okay.
Okay, I found it.
Okay. How about you, Liana? Are you finding it okay? Okay. I know you might be on an iPad. It's kind of tricky on an iPad, but I am recording this. If you need to do it later on a different device, you can
Yeah.
like play and pause and then like, okay, I see where she's at. You can do that
I have
later.
a question.
Okay.
So when I go back onto the Zoom, it says, "Oops, something went wrong. Please close all browsers and rejoin the meeting." I shouldn't do that, right?
No, you don't need to. I don't know why it's
Okay.
telling you that because you're still here. So I would just
It
ignore
keeps
that.
on saying that over and over again.
Oh,
That's
It
okay.
weird.
doesn't like me
Oh,
at all.
well, we like
My
you, so that's
AirPods
all that
hate me.
matters. Um, All right, if you keep scrolling on this page, you're going to see a lot of paragraphs here. I just want you to see how far down this goes. And as you're scrolling, you'll see some links within the paragraphs. And these links have names and school names,
Yes.
and they have some of them have cities or states, and then a date next to them. So these are Supreme Court case links. This is one way you can find a link that you think
Ooh.
is interesting to look at as far as a Supreme Court case.
I
So if
found
I
one.
scroll to, I'm going to go to one that I looked at earlier. Let's see which one it is.
What is it called?
It is
Birdwell
called,
versus Hobby Lobby Stores
Yeah, I was
Incorporated.
looking at that one.
that one, yeah, let's look at a different one.
What is it called?
Okay, it's called Marsh v. Chambers.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
Is it
scroll
before the
through.
Hobby Lobby?
Not the Hobby Lobby one. No, we're
Is
gonna
it
look at it.
before it?
Hmm?
Is it
Oh, is it
before it?
before it? I don't know. Is it? Yeah, it's before it.
Oh, found it. It sounds like
Marsh
something from it.
v. Chambers. It says 1983. You guys see where that one is?
Yes.
Marsh
Yes.
v. Chambers. Okay. Do you
It was
see
the
that,
What
petition.
Emma?
versus Chambers?
I want to make sure Emma sees it. Do you see where it's at? Okay, good.
Wait, what versus Chambers? Oh,
Marsh.
I found it.
Marsh v. Chambers. Click on that, and it's going to open up in a new website, actually, called
Oh.
OYES. Yeah.
Oh yes.
OYES. OYES is
Oh yeah.
actually, hold on, guys, stop talking for a second. is actually a website that has links to all the Supreme Court cases that have been completed. So it's like a hub, it's like a database. Okay. So we clicked on Marsh v. Chambers. If you scroll down, you're going to see something that says facts of this case or of the case. This gives a little summary of what the case is about. It has to do with prayer in a government building at a government meeting, and somebody prayed during the meeting. And if you scroll down here to question, every United States Supreme Court case has a question that they're trying to answer. That's the goal of the whole case. And it'll take months and months and months, sometimes even years, to answer the question.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously.
That's
Long,
insane.
long, 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 long time. And this is the question in this case. It says, does the chaplaincy practice, that just means like a chaplain, which is kind of like a pastor, practice of the Nebraska legislator violate the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment? So they're basically saying, does the fact that this guy prayed in the government building, does that violate the First Amendment? That's the question. And if you scroll down, you'll see all these old guys and one really old lady. These guys are all old. These are the judges, okay? And yes, they're old, but they are wise and they are informed, and not always are they wise, I will say that. They're just, people. So anyway, they are professionals. And you can see some of them are grayed out because they're the ones that voted against it. So those are the no's, and the ones that are in color, those are the yeses. So it kind of gives you an idea of who voted for what. There's another paragraph down here. And it tells a little bit more about the case. Now, if you kind of just look at that paragraph, you're going to see like there's a lot of big words in there. These are all like legal terms. That's why it's going to be really important for you to have your parent help you sift through some of this stuff and help you make sense of it. Okay. Now, I want everybody to, this is kind of cool on OYA's only. It's only in the OYA's site, but do you see on the left in that blue bar, it says media, and then it says oral argument, April 20th,
Yes.
1983. Click on that, and I'm just going to give you guys just a minute to listen in. This is an actual real recording of the court case as it was actually happening. It's kind of cool to listen just a little bit. So I'm going to give you just.
Looks
I think
very
I was
long.
gone while I think I was gone while you guys were on this site.
Okay, you're going to have to just watch for now, Eliana. It's too much for me to navigate right here, but I'm going to catch you up in a second.
Thank you, gentlemen. The case is.
So you can, if you want to just play on your end, you can play it.
The case is submitted. We'll hear arguments next in Marsh against Chambers.
You might want to mute yours, Esther, or whoever's playing it, just because I think everybody's playing it on their own here.
There's a lot of breathing.
Yeah, you can click down further in the conversation to pick it up somewhere
And
else.
derived from an action brought.
That wasn't me.
A lot of breathing.
And derived from an action.
All right, I want you guys to scroll through that where they're having this conversation and click down where it's kind of going back and forth. Like I came down here where it says this guy Thurgood Marshall.
Do you have any prayer in there that doesn't?
I mean, you can click on that and hear the debate about Jesus Christ and about the Judeo-Christian heritage.
Can't listen to the recording very well. My headphones won't let me do the recording and the Zoom well at the same time.
Okay. Is anybody else having that trouble? Okay, you guys are listening in. Okay.
It's actually really cool because, like, when it says who's talking, it highlights them at the top.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for pointing that out. I forgot to mention that. You're right. It does highlight them at the top. Those are all the judges. So there's lots of judges involved.
Oh, Is
Yeah.
that what that is? That
Yeah.
little man that's
Yeah.
highlighted?
The
That guy?
guy that's highlighted, that's the person talking. So I just wanted you can go ahead and pause that recording, but later you can listen to that with your parent. It's kind of interesting to hear how the court system works and how it sounds and what they argue and how they resolve questions, and it's just cool. So all right, go ahead and click outside of that box. It'll take you back to oh yes. And then I
Oh,
want you to
yes.
go ahead and click the back arrow until you get back to the constitution.org site. You guys there? And then I want it to scroll at the top of the
Wait,
constitutioncenter.org website. Scroll to the top of
the
that one again.
beginning of where we first started?
Yeah, where you just hit back on your browser until you get
So
back
you can't hit back?
I did it.
till you at least get back to the
'Cause I'm
website. We're going to click on another link inside the
wait,
website.
give me a second because I'm at the beginning now.
That's fine. As long as you're on constitutioncenter.org.
Yes. No, I'm
Okay.
at the National Constitution
Yes,
Center.org.
yes, yes. Are you guys back there? Give me a thumbs up if you're back there. Okay, good. That, and Eliana, you can go there now too. It's in the chat if you click that link, constitutioncenter.org. Click on that tab that's called the Constitution. Click on that again, but instead of clicking the Constitution again, you're going to click on the right side of that list under Dive Deeper. You'll see Supreme Court Cases Library. You see
I
that?
don't see that.
Supreme Court Cases Library. So
Wait,
first,
what did you do? Sorry.
can you see
Where
my screen, Esther, or no?
For a second, I have no clue where you are.
Okay. Okay, listen carefully. Go to constitutioncenter.org.
I'm there.
Go to the tab at the top that says The Constitution.
Okay.
Now you should see a light blue bar that has
Yes.
two lists. Okay, on
Yes.
the list on the right under Dive Deeper, you'll see Supreme Court Cases Library.
Yes.
Click that.
Okay.
All right, now, is anybody else lost? Are you guys okay? Okay, good. Now scroll down. You'll see a list with little boxes next to it about constitutional topics. You can search by this way too. This is another way to get around in this website for the different amendments here. I also want you to notice there's a big list of Supreme Court cases in the middle of your screen. The first one says Kennedy v. Bremerton School District. You see that one at the very top?
Mine says Dobbs v. Jackson Women Health Organization.
It should be right above that. Scroll up a little bit.
I don't see it.
Okay, does anybody else see Kennedy v. Bremerton?
I do.
Okay,
Here,
good.
let me reload the page.
Bremerton.
I don't know how you don't see that, but
Oh, found it.
okay, so this is a case that was resolved. Hold on, listen, you guys. In 2022. So these are listed by the most recent Supreme Court case that has had a resolution that has come to the end of the decision. This is the most recent one posted here. So I want everybody to click on Kennedy v. Bremerton School District.
I see an old man.
An old man, perfect. Okay, so this guy is it says Justice Neil Gorsuch under his picture.
Gorsuch.
He is he's the one that was in charge of this case. If I scroll down, keep scrolling, and do you see where it says summary? And in that paragraph, this is hold on. This is the case, you might have heard about it, where a coach from a high school football team coach knelt down in the middle of the football field after the game to pray. he knelt down just to pray and thank God for the game and keeping everybody safe and whatever he said. It was a personal prayer that he did in the middle of the football field. And he got fired for that from his job at the school district. And so then he sued his school district saying, I was praying, and that's my First Amendment right as an American citizen is to pray in public. And so he took them to court, and it went all the way to the top to the United States Supreme Court. And he won.
That's
He won.
crazy.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? This is a whole, this is all about it. If you scroll through, there's a bunch of paragraphs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is explaining what happened in the court case. This is why you're going to need time this week to read through this stuff. You don't have to read everything, but you got to get a feel for what are these cases about. Okay.
I think I'd be dead before I can read this. That means I don't have to read the paragraph.
Wait, what did you just say? You were breaking up.
I said, I think if I tried to read this all the way through, I'd be dead before I could finish.
Well, you can just skim. You guys know how to skim some and read the first sentence of each paragraph and but I think you might find that it's actually pretty interesting. So, okay. Let's see. I want to show you a couple other things here. Let's see what time we got. Okay, cool. Go to your search bar where it says constitutioncenter.org. Go to the very top search bar. And this time I want you to type in Supreme, I'll put it in the chat, justia.com. SupremeJustia.com. Let me put it in the chat here. Copy that, and then you can click on the link, and that way.
Yeah, I need to click on the link because I so spelled that wrong.
All right, it's in the link. I mean, it's in the chat. It's in the chat. You want to click that?
Wow!
What did you just say? Was that English?
Yeah, that was English.
Give me a thumbs up if you're there at Justia. Okay, good. Awesome. You guys are doing great. Okay, so this is another website. So we've looked at 3 so far. The Constitution Center, OYES, and now this one, Justia. This is another database of Supreme Court cases. So if you type in that search bar at the very, very top in that bar, let's just spell out First Amendment and hit enter. First Amendment and hit enter.
First, what?
Hold on. I'm going to have you, okay, hold on. Let me back up. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. Hold on just a second, you guys.
Don't enter?
I'm going to have you go to, just hang out for a second. I got to look something up, okay? Forgot where it was at.
About 614,000 results in 0.37 seconds.
All right, here's one. Okay.
I think I will die before I can finish that.
The Board of Education. Okay. In that search bar, I'm going to have you type something else. Let me share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at, but we're still on Justia. Here's Justia. In that search bar at the top, I want you to type in brown, like the color brown. V.
Wait. What is that?
Board of Education. I'm going to put it in the chat. You're going to put this, you can copy it if you need to do it that way. Put that in the search bar. I'm going to put it in the chat. It's not a website. It's just words. Brown v. Board of Education. Put that in the search bar on Justia.
There's a lot of answers for that.
Yep, and then click search.
I did that. There's 3 big number results. 0.
Okay, Esther, it's okay. Just calm down. It's okay. I want to make sure everybody was able to type in Brown v. Board of Education. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, Eliana, are you lost? Yeah. Are you on Justia website?
Yeah, I'm on the Justia website. I'm trying to copy the thing,
Oh,
but I don't know where the copy thing is. I don't know.
you can just type it in. Just type it in the search bar, brown, like the color brown, V, and then board, BOARD of education. This case was seen in 1954. So this is an old case, but it actually changed the law for schools. So back in the 50s and before, if a child got in trouble at school, they would get spanked. Yes. And a lot of times they would get spanked with a paddle on the butt.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, what?
On the butt.
Yes, spanked. This is like before the 1950s, was like early 1900s. That was how they handled kids that were
Yeah.
being disrespectful or rude or defiant, or just in general, if a student did not comply or was not obeying the teacher, they would get spanked. Seriously.
They're taking that
This case changed the law. So now, ever since this case, teachers are not allowed to physically discipline a student. And so lucky for you guys,
crazy.
right? But that's the way it used to be. Well, this student got hurt really bad by a teacher. I think it might have been the principal, actually. And so his family sued the principal. So let's click on this link right here. The first one, Brown v. Board of Education, Topeka.
Of
So
Topeka. What's that?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Dang.
Wasn't it like anyone who misbehaved who got spanked?
Yep.
At school, if you were at school, like apart from your parents, if you were at public school and you got in trouble, you would get spanked.
Dang, I would have spanked
Why
a
would
lot
they do
then.
that? Like, what's the point? Just say, don't do that again. You're going to detention now.
See, this is why I think you guys are going to find this interesting to look
I
into
don't
these
think
cases.
they had detention back then.
They might have had detention, but it also involves spanking. So that's where
in the mud pit.
Yeah.
An hour of
So
spanking.
Made people write essays about what their life is going to be when they grow up and why they shouldn't do this thing that they were doing anymore.
If you scroll down here, let's see.
I would have gotten spanked a lot.
Same here.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to look for that.
Wait, where are we? I think I'm lost.
Okay, we're on Justia website. The Justia website. We're looking at a Supreme Court case.
The Brown v. Board of Education of Topeka in 1954?
Yes.
Yes. Exactly.
I think
We're there.
Where are you, Missy?
Okay.
All right, now I'm here.
Yep, I am on justia.com. If you guys are super lost, I think you should just stop and watch what I'm doing at this point.
No,
because
I'm not lost. I'm where you are, but there's just a lot of paragraphs, so I can't find it.
Okay, so under where it says annotation, that's where I'm at. I clicked read more, and it opened up some more paragraphs there.
Yeah, as I was reading, it was saying like how it was argued and re-argued and stuff like that.
Yes.
I can't find annotation.
That's okay.
Oh, the overview annotation.
This one actually might be a different case than I thought it was. I'll have to, because this one's about African American boy in a white school. So this has to do with race here. I don't think this is the one I was thinking it was with. Let me see.
Should we look at another one?
We used to spank little children.
Yeah, no, it's one of these though. I know it is. I thought it was Brown.
Who had the right to spank little
I
children?
bet in Native American schools they probably still do it.
Power segregation even with it.
Sometimes I think to myself, If teachers used to spank kids in the back of the day,
Yeah.
why don't they do that now? And do they miss doing that when they really misbehave and they won't listen?
No,
Grandmas be like,
parents
back in
still
my
spank
day.
kids.
Grandmas be like, back in my day, I didn't get no detention. I got my booty smacked really hard.
Oh, I know. Here it is. Here it is. All right, you guys. This is the one I was thinking of. In the search bar, I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you. I'm so lost.
You guys want to see this one? This is the one I was thinking of.
We
I clicked
do?
on the wrong one. Yeah.
We want to see the story of kids being spanked.
Yeah, is there a
I know
picture?
that sounds
Yeah.
not
No,
right,
okay.
but we just need to see it.
Like the
When I
video.
say see, I mean read. All right. There's no pictures, so calm down.
Yeah, but parents still do it. It's just less popular.
All right. I'm putting it in the chat here.
Yeah, I got spanked a lot.
All right. That is the name of the case I was thinking of about the student who was
Who
spanked.
said they get spanked a lot?
Hey, we're not talking like that. No, not in the chat. Not in the live Zoom either, all right? We're not going there.
Okay.
Let's just go to this Supreme Court case called Ingram v. Wright.
All right.
All right. Once you're there, you'll scroll down and see read more. You can
No,
click
I don't
read
see that.
more and it opens up a paragraph.
Wait. I searched that. Searched Ingram v. Wright.
Yep.
1977.
1977.
It gave me options for the courts.
Click the first one.
Okay. Give me 1 minute.
This was in 1977, so this was a little later than that other case.
Where does it say read more?
Right under where it says
Found it.
You found it? Okay.
Okay.
Wait, where does it say read more though? Like, I have not seen
Right
it.
under the bolded stuff.
Under where it says U.S. Supreme Court, and it's like at the top. It'll be in blue. It'll say read more. All right, if you can't find it, just listen. I'm going to read this paragraph. It says, petitioners, pupils in Dade County, Florida, junior high school, filed this action in federal district court pursuant, and then there's like this number and symbols and all that, for damages and injunctive and declaratory relief against respondent school officials, alleging that petitioners and other students had been subjected to disciplinary corporal punishment in violation of their constitutional rights. The Florida statute then in effect authorized corporal punishment after the teacher had consulted with the principal or teacher in charge of the school, specifying that the punishment was not to be degrading or unduly severe. A school board regulation contained specific directions and limitations. So if you were able to, later, if you wanted to read through this, it would describe what happened. And I'll tell you, this boy was late to school and he got spanked and they left bruises on him for being late.
That is unacceptable.
So this court case changed how they discipline in the school system. So this is interesting. All right, so I'm going to stop here. I know we've got a lot of questions and stuff. So I want you guys to go back to the Zoom call so you can see my screen only. And as part of your homework this week, like I said, you're done with grammar, so you don't have any grammar work. All you're doing this week is research. And you can see those 3 websites have a lot of information and there's a lot of words that are confusing and it's a lot to take in. So that's why I want to give you time to do this. Okay, hold on, Paige. This doc right here, this Google Doc, will be on your homework assignment on Google Classroom. And you're going to see choice 1. Oops, whoa, what did I just do? Hold on, there we go. Choice 1, choice 2, choice 3. So you're going to choose 3 separate Supreme Court cases that you're going to choose that you're interested in writing about. I'm going to So the reason why I want you to find three is because I want everybody in this class to pick a different one for their paper so that on the last day of class, when we present the paper, everybody's got a different case that we can all learn about. Okay, so we're going to learn from everybody else in this classroom. Um, so you have this chart to fill out. What amendment is with that case? If it's the First Amendment, you put First Amendment right here. What is the name of the case? That's going to be the name v name. You're going to put the name of the case here. And then you see these three different website links. You've got constitutioncenter.org, you've got supremejustia.com, and oh yes. Once you find a case that you're interested in and you want to write about it, go to that case on these websites and copy and paste the link here. So the link should take you right to the case. We're collecting, just hold on, just like we did for the person in history. You know how you narrowed it down? You're like, okay, these are the links I want to use. This doc is going to be for you. Each student will have their own copy of this. So we're not going to be putting links on everybody else's doc. Okay, this is yours. So when you put it in there and you submit it to the homework, it'll come to me and I can see what cases you're looking at. Okay, questions? Yes, Esther.
Okay, so do we have to pick three different specific cases, or
Yes.
are we just picking one case with different facts?
What you're doing three different Supreme Court cases. You're looking at three different ones, and I will tell you which one you'll ultimately write about. Okay, you're just doing the research part and collecting links here. And then I'll tell you, okay, Esther, you're going to do blank v blank, and Emma, you're going to do blank v blank. Okay, so I'll tell you which one you're going to get for your paper. This is just, I want you to list your top three picks. Okay. That makes sense, Esther?
Sort of.
So the reason why I want you to pick three is because you might want to do the same one that Emma wants to do.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to have to go, well, I'm going to let Emma do this one, and Esther, you're going to do this one, because I want you guys to do different ones. Everybody in here is going to do a different case. Does that make sense?
Can you just email my mom the gist of this?
Yes, I can. Yes. Emma,
Thank
I know
you.
you had a question. Go ahead, Emma.
I think Paige was first.
Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead, Paige. Sorry.
Do they have to be like Supreme Court cases or can they be federal court as well?
They have to be United States Supreme Court cases because that's where laws are made and that's where the amendments are used. So it does have to be a US Supreme Court case. So was it your aunt you said that? Yeah, ask her. She could give you some ideas on which one to look at. Yeah, I would ask her. Emma, what was your question?
I was wondering if we could choose any case we want as long as it's Supreme Court and it's approved, like
Yes.
whatever topic.
Yes, whatever topic. So some cases will have to do with the Second Amendment, which is about the firearms. That's okay. And that's why I want to show you those list of amendments. It does not have to be the First Amendment. So there's going to be thousands to look at. That's what I'm trying to say. But yes,
like
you can
gone
choose any. You can choose any one.
This is so fun.
See? Thank
I'm
you.
quivering with excitement.
I was fine. This is like one that I'll like really like.
This is like
It's
my
like-
nightmare come to life.
You're going to be okay, I promise.
It's not a nightmare. This is actually gonna be alright.
Here's the thing. All right, I know this is new to you guys. So here's the thing. If you have questions about this assignment during the week, have your parent text me because I will get that quicker than an email or Google Classroom message. So just if it's urgent and you're like, I don't understand, ask your mom to text me and then I'll respond. I can even do a separate Zoom with you, whatever it takes. We can do this.
Okay.
You guys got this, okay? You're gonna
Here's
be
the
fine.
big question.
Hold on, wait. Eliana had her hand up for a second.
Oh, sorry.
So I was also wondering, since I was like gone for a little bit because I had to go to the bathroom and then I had to ask my mom something, I think I can't remember, and I had to plug in my computer, so it was like all in one.
Okay.
And I couldn't really understand like the amendment part, so that's like So that's why I don't really like understand your language.
Yeah. So what I recommend for you, Eliana, because we're past time today, is look at this video. I'm going to post it on the Google Classroom and just scrub through it, like fast forward and find that spot. Okay. That's the best way to do it.
On YouTube too.
I'll email you everybody's parents so they know what's going on. All right. So let them know if they have questions for me, they can text me. If you have to go, it's okay to go. I'm going to keep answering questions though. If you want to stay on, you can. Paige.
I won't be here next week.
Okay.
And thank goodness my doctor's appointment was on Tuesday, not today. I thought it was on today, so that's why I got on late. But I will be here next week because I have that Battle of the Books thing.
Oh yeah. Okay, good luck with that.
Actually,
Yeah, but hold on a second. So Paige, I'm going to record it for you. You have another choice. You can join another class next week if you'd rather do that. I can have your mom text me.
It'll be like from like 7:30 to like 2 p.m.
Well, my other class at this level is actually on it's on Tuesday at 11:30. So if that works, you can come to that class or you could just watch the recording. It's up to you. Yeah.
I'll let my mom know.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay, yes, Esther, I see you.
Okay. After all the research and all that stuff, how long is the paper?
Oh, good question. It's going to be 5 paragraphs.
No.
5 paragraphs. And here's the other, wait, no, this is cool. I'm going to teach you how to make a Google slideshow. And you guys are going to make a slideshow. And on the last day of class, you guys are going to present this. It's going to be cool. And we're going to learn so much on that day. It's going to be cool.
Wait, so is this like the actual final assignment? So we're going to spend like
the final assignment. This is it. This is the final assignment.
So we're going to spend like the last 4 weeks of class just on this assignment?
Yes, we're going to spend the last 4 weeks of class just on this assignment. And next week, we're going to start writing next week. That's why I want you to have all your links ready to go because you're going to have to really dive into it and start writing next week about it.
Yep, send all of this to my mother.
Yes, you got this. I got to go. But Eliana, did you have something else? Or is that from earlier?
I also want to say that, like, now I'm not using my scooter to, like, roam around the house anymore. I'm using crutches, and I get to walk next week.
I know! Yay! She can walk next week.
in 2
I'm
weeks.
so happy for you. You'll have to tell me.
I have a sleepover this weekend.
Oh, yay!
Having a sleepover on Friday.
I start PT next Monday, not this coming up Monday, the one after that.
Oh my goodness.
Sleepover this weekend too.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna try